What's going on, fellow nerds? Rewind Mike here, and I just got back from TooManyGames 2018. I had a lot of fun. I went out there really early, too. Like, I went out there Thursday. I stood with my buddy Rob and Adam, the Square Painter, if you don't know who he is. Check out his channel. He does a lot of awesome paintings and stuff. This is the first thing I got right here when I went to the convention because I didn't want anybody else to grab it. So, yeah, I grabbed that. And, yeah, if you guys don't know, Square Painter, check out his channel. He does a lot of speed paintings and like art reviews for like games, and also obviously pickups. And recently, I believe he also reviewed the Karate Kid as well. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the games. So first up, I was looking around for Earthworm Jim 1, the case for the Sega Genesis. I can't find it anywhere. I need the game to be in a case. It needs to stop being loose. So, in my search for that on eBay, I actually wound up finding the DVD of the cartoon. Yeah, I didn't even know this existed. I used to love watching this back in the day. Even went as far as to like download a lot of the episodes off of like YouTube a while back when they had them up there. They might still be up there in some lower quality, but yeah. And then the next game my buddy Rob actually got for me because he knows I love it so much. It's Windjammers for the PS4. It's a limited run printed this, actually. I love this game to death. That's why he picked it up for me. And I haven't opened it yet. I actually was saving that for when I was recording. So let's speed this up. I'm not going to speed this up because that takes an annoying amount of things to do. See what the inside... Oh. Man. Why couldn't that be the cover art? That's really slick. I guess it is, but the black background, I like the way it makes it stand out more. Oh man, that's freaking cool though. Yeah, it just tells you about the different characters and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. If you've never played Windjammers, it's a really good versus game. It's not something I'd really suggest playing alone unless you have like a friend or... this version's online, I believe, hopefully. If not, rip. But it should be online. Whatever. If not, at least I have Windjammers now. I don't have to play it on my computer with some weird setup. But it's a disc-based, throwing game. You got 6 different characters you could pick from. Yeah, you would think it's just like throwing a frisbee on the inside, but it's a little bit more than that because certain characters you could like arc shots off the walls and like you could reflect the frisbee if it's thrown at you, and then like build up like a power shot, and each person has like a different ability. And then you can like lob the frisbee too to like trick people to like get them to move in the spot. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play with a friend, seriously, because you get to fuck with each other a lot. Ooh, and then we're gonna just move into some of the games that I got off eBay as well, because I couldn't find this at a convention forever. It's Yokai Doshuki, I believe is how you say it. It's a Namco platformer. It's really weird. Like, there's like weird like dead enemies like coming out of the ground, and like you gotta fight like this demon at the end of the first stage with like these ghosts that like come out after you and stuff like that. So I believe the kid is like going into hell to do something, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's very strange. The next up I have the Dragon Buster 1. I think I showed these off. Maybe not. It's a roguelike game. 2D platforming thing. You gotta go from like dungeon to dungeon and kind of complete it, level up, get some items and stuff like that, and then you gotta go fight the final boss at the end, and it's got like this little overworld, and you gotta like pick your path, so like you can go the long way and go to find more items, or you can just try to go through the fast way and try to rush your way through it. But it's really tough, man. Like, it's not an easy game. If you want a really good challenge, I kind of suggest it because it's always under the like $15 price range. Dragon Buster, check it out. And then we got Dragon Buster 2, which is obviously the sequel to Dragon Buster, but instead of a 2D, this one is more of a top-down thing. You still have the overworld map thing, and where you can pick your path and go the longer way to level up more, or just go grab items, or just go the fast way. And then the dungeons on the inside, it's like a place like maybe Crystallis. It's got like a 8-way movement and stuff like that. It's really good, actually. But the only weapon you get is a bow, and you gotta like fight your way through, and at the very end of each area you gotta fight a big dragon, and then there's like this really cool cutscene where you're standing on like the edge of a cliff and he like fires off this arrow and the dragon like dies and the land clears, the darkness, and it's really cool, man. It's got a good charm to it. Dragon Buster 2, check it out. And then we have Hinotori. That's all I'm gonna say about this game. And the only reason I say that is because I actually Nefarious West reviewed this, and I actually did the voiceover for him. So it's a 2D platformer made by Konami. If you want a full review, card's gonna pop up over there. Alright, I've been shitting on this series for a while. If you've watched my Konami Years video, I actually shit on Stinger a lot. And then I played Twin B3, and I understood Stinger. And I start to like Stinger now. But Twin B3 is pretty much just the top-down sections of like what Stinger was, instead of just like the vertical or the horizontal shooter sections. It's all vertical scrolling and stuff like that. You get little power-ups. You got to shoot bells out of clouds. Everything's cute. It's a cute 'em up. You got bosses at the end, which are really hard. Like, I had a hard time beating those two bosses. If I wasn't playing with my NES Advantage, new video coming up soon on that particular thing. If I wasn't using my NES Advantage, I probably would have died to the second boss a lot sooner than I did. That game is hard as hell. Twin B3, another Konami classic that we didn't get. Why? And then, I got this the last day. I sold a couple of games, a couple of computer games that I wound up getting in a lot. And, I had a little bit of extra money, so I was like, fuck it, I can get this, and I'll still be able to get back home and get food tomorrow and the day after. It's the Famicom version of a Bonks. It's called Friendtharopis Computeris or something like that. But yeah, if you've ever played Bonk's Adventure on the TurboGrafx or whatever, the core graphics or the PC Engine, well, it's all the same game, really. He plays a big-headed caveman, and you fly through the air by continuously doing somersaults, and you try to kill the dinosaurs, and you get the boss. I've never made it to the end, so I couldn't tell you what Bonk's overall adventure is about, but it's Bonk's Adventure, and I got it now, so I'm actually going to stream a lot of these games. I'm going to stream them. What's today? Wednesday night, I'm going to stream a lot of these Famicom games. So if you guys want to actually check them out in greater detail, keep your eyes peeled for that. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button wherever it is when you're watching this video in whatever year it is. And here's a game I got last year, Attack Animal Gauken? How do you say the name again, Mike? Gakuen. Attack Animal Gakuen. I already had the game. My friend Rob was looking for this, so I bought the game. I bought it. I gave him the game. He gave me $20. I kept the box, and it was a fair deal. Everybody was happy in the end. And now I have the box for that game. I've been hearing a lot about this game recently, and I didn't know what to think of it. I played it before on emulator. I didn't really get into it. It's Vice Project Doom. Like I said, I didn't really get into it when I first played it. And now that I played it, it's really crazy over the top. The story, I couldn't even follow it. But it's got this like expansive like universe or whatever that they're trying to build. And they really let you know all the little details in between. Because there's a ton of cutscenes before and after each stage. As a matter of fact, when you beat the very first stage, that's when you see the title screen, like after it. And it's like a movie, you know? Like after you see the first scene, then they show the title screen. Yeah, so it's kind of like that, man. It's crazy. It's over the top. It's got like Ninja Gaiden type movement. And then, you got the sword, you got a gun. And then you got these like friggin' grenades, man. The writing is cheesy. The music was enjoyable, it wasn't anything, particularly fantastic. But It was there. Sammy USA or whatever the hell the name of the company is. They did a good job with it. I definitely suggest it after playing it for like the 20-25 minutes I did. And then I picked up, it was $10. Platoon. I bought Platoon. Now I own 2 copies of Platoon. Anybody want a loose copy of Platoon for $5? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sell that. I'm going to give that to my buddy. But yeah, it's weird, man. I didn't get very far. On the back, it looks like it has, light gun style things where you just move the cursor. But then it's got like these 2D parts where it's kind of like Friday the 13th, where you're walking through the woods and like you have to navigate up and down to like find your way through the path to the end. I don't know. I couldn't get past the first stage. I kept dying. I kept failing and failing and failing and failing. So I eventually just gave up. I didn't want to look it up yet. I'm going to test it out a little bit more. And yeah, we'll see what happens on the stream when I do it Wednesday. Boom. Where's the card? Boom, boom, boom. And then we're going to come to what I like to call the Technos block. Because I didn't mean to do this. Apparently I bought 4 Technos games. Completely didn't mean to do it at all. It's a complete accident, but it happened. I finally got myself a copy of River City Ransom. The game's a lot better than I used to give it credit for, that's for sure. It's got a really big world, and like you could travel around from like place to place by just walking to the edge of a screen, and it takes you to like the next area. And I guess you gotta like kind of like find your way through the world to complete it. I don't want to say it's like an adventure game inside of a beat 'em up, It's not just like you walk from left to right, you beat the stage, just more to it. Enemies drop money and you can buy power-ups and you can level yourself up, boost your stamina, your HP, or just heal yourself if you need to. It's got 2-player co-op, which is really the main reason that I wanted it, because I need some games for me and my buddy Sean to play next time he comes over. Because we never really have anything like dead set to play, Now there's something like set in stone. We can play River City Ransom. And you know what? If he doesn't want to play River City Ransom, that's okay. Because I now got a copy of World Cup Soccer, baby! Yeah, like many people back in the day, you've probably owned the split cart of this, where it comes with this and that game, Super Spike Volleyball. I don't know if you've ever heard of it? Super Spike Volleyball? Maybe. These 2 games are a lot of fun. Again, Super Spike Volleyball, you get a bunch of different teams. It's like, I'd compare it to, it's like Windjammers for the NES. It's not really fun when you play it alone. It's a lot of fun when you play it with a friend, though, because you can compete with each other. And the only real moves you have are serve, set, and spike, and that's like really it. That's all you need. You can jump up and block spikes and stuff like that. So it's definitely a lot more deep than than you think it is on the cover. And that's Arnold, by the way. That's definitely Arnold Schwarzenegger right there. That's 110% Arnold. But yeah, it's deceptively deep. That's like 110% fact. Again, a really good game to play with somebody. And then, yeah, like I was saying, World Cup. I don't know, it's a soccer game. It's one of the only soccer games I've actually ever really enjoyed. The other one being Mega Man Soccer, because they feel very similar. Because in the bottom, the Technos games, they're known for like their little dialogue boxes and stuff like that. And like there's constant chatter going on in them, so... they really nail it home with this, with the little info box where you can, like, tell your teammate to pass, and they'll be like, oh, I can't, or, I can, or you tell them to tackle somebody, they will. And, yeah, I like that whole aspect where you can they're still kind of controlling themselves, but you could still give them inputs and stuff. So, yeah, World Cup Soccer, really good game. And if you like this, but you don't like Mega Man Soccer, or vice versa, I highly suggest giving the game a try. The other game. Whichever one it is that you don't like, but you like the other. Or maybe you don't like either. World Cup Soccer is a lot of fun with a friend. Get it going. And then finally, we have the last game. I've been wanting to get my hands on Crash and the Boys for quite some time. The game is structured much like Track and Field, with 5 different mini-games to compete against 4 players or AI-controlled opponents. 400-meter hurdles, hammer throw, mini-golf, swimming, rooftop jumping, and 1v1 street brawl. PvP-do! The difference between the 2 games, each team has members with their own stats, and the kicker, the main reason stats are even involved, during an event, players will pummel each other. Throw a spin kick, lob a wood board, attempt murder by drowning, and stop by town to purchase items for the next event. Yeah! Prize money is awarded for player performance. Good luck though, Crash and the Boys is anything but a pick up and play type of game. My ass was continuously handed to me over and over and over again. I highly suggest looking up the manual or buying one. It's full of explanation for each game and even backstory on the different teams. And yeah, so there's Crash and the Boys. It was really nice to get this in the box too. I need a manual for it though, so if you have a manual for Crash and the Boys, let your boy know. And yeah, the last thing I got was this nice hat.
Let's rock and ride!
I'm pretty sure it says something about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't know if you ever heard of them before. But yeah, so, you know, that was my pickups. 2018. Too many games. It was a blast. I had fun. Spent too much money. Got too many games. Also got some of them off eBay. And I got a DVD. And it's a PS4 game also. Which I'll probably be getting, you know, a lot of play out of that. But yeah, I don't know. I've got a video coming up on the NES Advantage really, really soon. I just did a collab with Jimmy Hoppa, which will be appearing on his channel within the month. Supposed to be working on a collab with Brazzle the Gamer. Hopefully that's going to pan out really soon. I need to get working on that as well, but been really busy. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the commentary over my pickups video and the little review segment at the end for you guys who wanted me to do mini reviews instead of just talking to the camera. I see you. I respect you. I like you. Anyway, guys, I'll check you next time. You have a good one.